नित्यानन्देश्वराय सर्वज्ञेश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। I welcome you all with my love and respect. I welcome all the living, practicing Hindus from all over the world. I welcome all the Sarvanyapeta Kartas, Yajamans, Manifestors, Sarvaparityagis, Shrimahans, Mahants, Kotaris, Tanedars, visitors, viewers, Kayakalpa Yoga participants, Kailasas e-Gurukul students, Kailasas NHU students, Kailasas ministers, ambassadors, diplomats, e-diplomats, citizens, consulate generals and supporters, Mantreshwaras, Vidyeshwaras, Ganeshwaras, Lokeshwaras, Astreshwaras. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. Listen. The fourth unit of the time, when it is realized, liberates you from all the delusions and the sufferings caused due to the delusions related to Kala Tattva. I have amazing scientific research correlation sent by Tamal Tarun Das. Tamal Tarun Das, first I will read out what you sent and then answer your questions. Tamal Tarun Das has sent a detailed compilation. I am reading it out. I will also share it in the Facebook so you can read, and then I will comment on it, expand on it. First thing, actually scientists know about the fourth type of time other than day, month and year, that is called galactic year or cosmic year. This is the time taken by the sun along with its all planets to orbit once around the center of the Milky Way, our galaxy. One galactic year of the solar system or Surya Mandala is about 225 to 250 million terrestrial years. According to them, A. Big Bang happened 61 galactic years back. B. Sun was born 20 galactic years back. C. Earth cooled to support life 17 galactic years back. Interestingly, one kalpa is about 4,300 million years, about 18 galactic years. Most interesting part, I loved in the satsang of the 4th October when Swamiji said, Surya Mandala is going around the Maha Kailasa. Today, scientists know that at the center of every galaxy, there is a black hole. Surprisingly, the shape of the black hole is like Shivalingam. See, inside the black hole, time and space merge, and scientists call it a singularity. And laws of our known physics do not work there. Is not singularity the quality of Shiva? Then, 1. The whole galaxy, Milky Way, where our solar system, Surya Mandala, is just like a dot, is rotating around a black hole and shows the 4th cyclic movement. I am not saying it is circular, as most of these movements are elliptical. Second, the shape of the black hole is like a Shivalingam. Third, the black hole attracts everything and gobbles up to become more and more massive. The destruction quality of Shiva. To become even more massive, the destruction quality of Shiva. Point 4th. The most interesting part in this video, it's a new discovery. It shows how black holes create stars and another galaxy. The rejuvenation quality of Shiva, as Swamiji says. 5th, also see the energy beam coming out of two opposite sides. Of black hole, the Jyoti Stamba. Is this the light beam Brahma and Vishnu was asked to go to the end by Shiva in Arunachala? Wish our Bhagavan connects for us the findings of modern science of outside world with Paramashiva's all-inclusive science of both outside and inside. And Kashi Vishwanath is not the shape, is like a black hole. So this is the finding, compilation from Tamal Tarun Das. I wanted all of you to see this. I am projecting it and reading out once more. And then the references Tamal Tarun Das is giving. I'll read out everything. Please listen once more. Then I'll expand and connect all the dots. Project it on the screen.
பணிவோடன் கனிவாய் அன்புடன் வணங்க நித்த நிந்தாசன் அருணையில் இறங்கினார் மனமொரு தருணம் தலைவனாய் அழைக்க கருணைய நித்தியம் கருணையில் இறங்கினார் அகமத நீருளை க்ஷணமது கலந்து மகதிட தியானமதை நித்தியம் வழங்கினார் அகமத நீருளை க்ஷணமது கலந்து மகதிட தியானமதை நித்தியம் வழங்கினார்
Listen. I'm reading it out. Just expand it a little more, bigger. All of you, please listen carefully. This is the scientific research correlation by Tamal Tarandas ji. He has sent. I am reading it out once more for all of you. Please listen sincerely, because understanding about Kala will liberate you from all delusions and sufferings which came due to delusions. So, I am reading it out. Please listen intensely. And I am also posting it right away. Post it right away in the. I am posting it right away in the Facebook page. Please, you can also download and see what Tamal Tarun has sent. I am reading it out. Listen. Actually, scientists know about a fourth type of time other than day, month and year, and that is called galactic year or cosmic year. This is the time taken by the sun along with its all planets to orbit once around the center of the Milky Way, our galaxy. One galactic year of the solar system or Surya Mandala is about 225 to 250 million terrestrial years. And A, Big Bang happened 61 galactic years back. B, Sun was born 20 galactic years back. C, Earth cooled to support life 17 galactic years back. Interestingly, one kalpa is about 4,300 million years, or about 18 galactic years. Most interesting part I loved in the satsang of 4th October when Swamiji said Surya Mandala going around Mahakailasa. Today scientists know that at the center of every galaxy there is a black hole. B, surprisingly the shape of the black hole is like a Shivalingam. C, inside the black hole time and space merge and scientists call it singularity, and the laws of our known physics do not work there. Is not singularity the quality of Shiva? Then just see the photograph Tamal Tarun has sent. The whole galaxy, the Milky Way, where our solar system, Surya Mandala, is just like a dot, is rotating around the black hole and shows the fourth cyclic movement. And he says, I am not saying it is circular, as most of these movements are elliptical. Yes. Second, the shape of the black hole is like Shivalingam. Third, the black hole attracts everything and gobbles up to become even more massive, the destruction quality of Shiva. Fourth, the most interesting part in this video, it's a new discovery. It shows how black holes create stars and another galaxy, the rejuvenation quality of Shiva, as Swamiji says. Fifth, also see the energy beam coming out of both sides, two opposite sides of black hole, the Jyotistambha. Is this the light beam Brahma and Vishnu asked to go to the end by Shiva in Arunachala? Wish our Bhagavan connects for us the findings of modern science of outside world with Paramashiva's all-inclusive science of both outside and inside. Kashi Vishwanath, is this not the shape of the black hole? And the hardcore document he has sent, Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy on Singularities and Black Hole, the link. Now, first thing, I want to sincerely thank Tamal Tarun Das. Tamal Tarun, I'm so happy that you sent this. Thank you. So now I can elaborate more on your doubts and questions and correlations. That's the first thing. Second, I wanted to give this initial introduction understanding to all of you. See, discovering the science of antibodies and cure for the diseases caused by viruses is different. Making the vaccine available for you immediately is different. There is a vast difference between discovering the science of antibodies, vaccine, and making the vaccine available for you. Now the modern day science is reaching only to the level of discovering the science of antibodies. But Hindu rishis, sages, made the vaccine and made it available for every ordinary practicing Hindu long ago. Understand? Now, whatever scientists have reached is only one level. It is not the whole truths revealed in Surya Siddhanta. But even this knowledge has not become vision for day-to-day strategies of life. Understand? It is still in the levels of universities, all that. It has not yet become the strategies for life. That is what you need to understand.
कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्द.
Even if you approach any ordinary practicing Hindu, he does not need to be PhD in Hinduism, or he does not need to have studied Hinduism. 99% of Hindu education centers are already killed. Please understand, killed irrevocably is the truth. But the ecosystem created by the great Hindu visionaries, even if you go to an ordinary practicing Hindu, he will know the result and benefit of understanding the fourth unit of the time. The result and benefit of understanding the fourth unit of the time is realizing multi-birth truth. One life theory is mentally handicapped ideology. The multiple birth truth is the result of realizing the fourth unit of time. Understand? A truth becomes part of the society when even stand-up comedians talk about it. Listen carefully. Not just philosophers, teachers, the educators or educated ones, a street stand-up comedian, when he speaks about something, only then it's a common man's property. In Hindu tradition, in a practicing Hindu village, a stand-up comedian in the street knows the multiple janma reality, multiple birth reality. Understand? That is what I am saying. Discovering the principle of antibodies, virus, vaccine is different. Making a vaccine available for you in your local clinic is different. Hindu rishis, masters made the vaccine for Kala Tattva available in our local clinics. Ordinary Hindu folk arts, street drama, street dances, street singers, street stand-up comedians knows the greatest result you need to achieve through understanding this great principle, fourth unit of time. Listen. Now let me get into the details of what Tamal Tarun Das ji sent. First thing, after reading what you sent, I started mapping. I wanted to give you a clarity. What Surya Siddhanta says as Surya Mandala is known whole universe. Not just our galaxy. The day when I was explaining step by step, I have to take you from step by step. Day, month, year. So the next, like introductory level, I gave you the idea that the galaxy we are in is rotating Mahakailasa, but actually the word Surya Mandala, and you need to know, Surya is not the sun which you are seeing every day. The sun which you are seeing every day is Aditya. Please listen. Surya has 12 incarnations. Aditya, Bhaskara. During Surya Namaskar, you chant all the 12. In that one incarnation of Surya is Aditya, whom we are seeing every day morning rising. When you wake up and see the sun, you are seeing the incarnation of Surya, Aditya. So, the multiple Surya Mandalas, which we know as Surya Mandala, are going around its centers, Kailasas. And all those Kailasas are going around Mahakailasa. Understand? What I introduced that day as the fourth unit of time is presented much larger in Surya Siddhanta, actually, and I have to give you step by step understanding. So I introduced the Surya Siddhanta's principle in a very simple words, simple terms. If I speak more, then I look very irrational and illogical. And I wanted to make one statement here. Very, very important statement. Listen to this one statement. Very, very sweet statement. sun rotates itself and goes around the sun. Moon rotates itself and goes around the earth. Sun also rotates itself and goes around the black hole. Linga of this Aditya Mandala, this galaxy, then this whole galaxy which has multiple suns, the whole known universe is going around Mahakala.
गन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदय निवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोस्तुते स्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदय निवासिनं नित्यानन्दं नमोस्तुते कोटिसूर्यस्वरूपिणम् आनन्दगन्ध ईश्वरं भक्तहृदय निवासिनं
Listen. Sorry for the technical glitch. Now listen. Listen carefully and intensely. The last satsang, when I said fourth unit of time, it should be understood more like a turiya, means beyond 3, not as literally number 4th. So listen carefully. Like how we say Sushupti, deep sleep, Swapna, waking state, Swapna, dream state, Jakrat, waking state, and beyond these 3 called Turiya. Turiya should not be taken as a 4th, should be taken as beyond these 3. Same way, that day when I said the 4th unit of time, it should not be taken literally as the number 4th beyond 3, because 3 is only commonly known for the Western scientists. That's the reason I use the word 4th. If I exactly map, it may go multiple. Like this galaxy rotates on this galaxy's Kailasa, and all these Kailasas go around Mahakailasa. So it is going to go multiple layer. As I said, the sun which you are seeing every day is described as Aditya, incarnation of Surya in Surya Siddhanta. Surya says, in my own reflection, I reflect myself like a Paramashiva reflects and extends himself as Parashiva and Aparashiva, and Parashiva reflects himself as Mahasadashiva, and Mahasadashiva reflects himself as Sadashiva, and Sadashiva reflects himself as Shiva. Shiva only we are all worshipping and meditating. So understand how Paramashiva reflects into Parashiva and Aparashiva, how Parashiva reflects into Mahasadashiva, Mahasadashiva into Sadashiva, Sadashiva into Shiva. Same way, Surya reflects into Aditya. Aditya only is seen by all of us through our eyes every day. So the galaxy which we are seeing as per Surya Siddhanta is not just Milky Way, all the known, imaginable, comprehensible, visualizable universe, whole Vyakta, manifest, is considered as Surya Mandala in Surya Siddhanta. Surya, as per Surya Siddhanta, whole known universe is Surya Mandala. All the manifest Vyakta is Surya Mandala. Avyakta is dark matter. So the whole manifest Vyakta, known universe, is going around inside Avyakta, that dark energy, on Mahakailasa. Mahakailasa is the center, the dark matter, the dark energy is the base foundation on which the whole known universe is going around. Whole known universe is going around Mahakailasa, floating in the dark matter. So everything manifested, Vyakta, is Surya Mandala. Now, what Tamal Tarundas has sent, that scientists have discovered, is you are talking more about Milky Way, the whole galaxy. But see, when you say Surya Mandala, you try to represent or describe the whole galaxy. But when I say the word Surya Mandala, I mean the whole known universe, manifest. So, if I have to map based on what science have tried to understand, reach, I should introduce a new word like a Turyatita. The word Turya is not complete enough, so I have to introduce the word Turyatita. Like that, now I have to introduce the word not just fourth unit of time, the next level units of time. That's why I call it vertical time zone. So understand, the very interesting statement I wanted to make now. Listen. Anything which exists goes round itself, can go round itself, its microcosmic existence, and it can go round its macrocosm. Very paradoxical statement. Listen. Anything which exists can rotate within itself, its microcosmic existence, and it can go around the whole macrocosm. So now, the next revelation is, even Mahakailasa, Paramashiva, is going round himself, means he is doing Swapradakshina, and around him the whole universe is going around. Listen carefully. So, the next, it's not conclusion, it's revelation. Anything which can rotate within itself is the reflection of Paramashiva. If you can whirl and center your consciousness with this powerful cognition, this moment, you can connect with Paramashiva, who is center of the Mahakailasa. Listen. Paramashiva, who is center of the Mahakailasa, who is also going around within himself. Swapradakshina, Atma Pradakshina. Anything which is doing Atma Pradakshina, all its centers are one and the same. I am not saying connected to one and the same. No, I am saying one and the same. If you can whirl, what is inside your center is the center of this planet Earth, is the center of the Aditya, is the center of Surya, Aditya's ultimate version, is the center of Paramashiva, Surya's ultimate version. So, I am not saying all of us are connected, I am saying all of us are one and the same. Anything which can rotate itself can rotate macrocosm. Anything which can rotate itself in microcosmic level, who can do Atma Pradakshina, can do Paramatma Pradakshina, can do if you can do microcosmic rotation, you can do macrocosmic rotation. So anything which does microcosmic rotation, Atma Pradakshina, Swapradakshina, is center of the cosmos, Mahakailasa, Paramashiva. Listen. I will explain every line. The questions Tamal Tarundas has asked. First, I want you to understand step by step, so you grasp this whole principle of Kala Tattva. My job is most difficult because I am talking online literally to the public. Anyone can walk in and just troll without even having the patience to listen. I am not talking to a selected group, small group, who are already educated, initiated. I am talking to the whole world. So I have to talk in the language which whole world understands, and I have to talk about the great truths which only initiated people can internalize. But I'll do it. I can do it. Paramashiva has given a beautiful tongue where Saraswati is alive. The greatness of Saraswati is she can be a flood, enriching the whole land, and she can be just beautiful cup of water to quench your thirst. She can be both simultaneously. So she can answer the masses and she can individually quench your thirst. Saraswati can do both. With the grace of Paramashiva, Saraswati herself is residing in this tongue, so she will explain. Just have a little patience. So step by step, I'll reveal these truths. Understand the great Hindu visionaries made this extraordinary science of Kala Tattva as a vaccine available to every individual who is born in practicing Hindu ecosystem. If you are born in Hindu ecosystem, the first thing they will do to name you, they will have to do the whole horoscope, astrology, the horoscope chart, astrological chart. The Jyotish chart will be developed. The chart fundamentally talks about multiple birth. And even your naming is done with the idea that we are born again and again. The moment you start evolving, even recognizing your individuality, listen carefully. Listen to this statement. I wanted to make this statement. You see, before even I could recognize my individuality and develop the ideas of what is good for me, bad for me, right for me, wrong for me, what is my taste, what is my pleasure, what is my pain, what is my pleasure, what is my pain, what is, before even I started building my individuality, my masters made me realize I am an expression of the powerful principle, cosmic principle. So that is why I was never an individual. I was, is, will be manifestation of a principle. Listen. Nothing called individuality even sprouted in this body. Before even something called individual, pain, pleasure, good, bad, taste could develop in this body, my masters have made me realize and manifest the highest principles of the cosmos in this body. So, before even that individuality is awakened, I realized I am a principle, not individual. So I was a principle, manifestation of a principle. I am a manifestation of principle. I will be manifestation of principle. Understand? Listen to the next statement I am making. Same way, every Hindu born in Hindu ecosystem is at least supported and helped with thousands of great principles and powerful cognitions. Even if he builds an individuality, it will be very helpful and it will be a jumping board for enlightenment, for liberation. The moksha-centric individualities are only allowed to build due to the large amount of powerful cognitions infused into every child born in Hindu ecosystem. Like how in the West, when a child is born, so many different vaccines are given for his healthy future. In Hindu ecosystem, when a child is born, so many powerful cognitions are given for his enlightened future. So even if he builds an individuality, it will be focused, centered on Jivan Mukti and liberation. That is what I am trying to convey through last few satsangs. Still, science has not completely understood even about Kala Tattva, the details and depths with which Surya Siddhanta is revealing. That's one statement. Second, even what the science is catching up is more like a discovering the principle of antibodies. It has not yet become vaccine and available for every individual who is born in the science-based ecosystems. See, there are many modern science-based ecosystems all over the world. Practically almost all cities are modern science-based ecosystems. It's not that every child born in that modern science-based ecosystem got the benefit of this fourth dimension, fourth unit of time's discovery and realization. But every child born in Hindu ecosystem reaps the benefit of the knowledge of fourth unit of time, the multiple life theory. I wanted you to know the whole Hindu economy, which was the richest till 300 years before, was sustainable, non-exploiting, coexisting, never destructive to nature and planet Earth. But the non-Hindu wealth system, please listen, the non-Hindu wealth system is extremely exploiting, greed-based. It is selling the planet Earth to generate wealth and to demonstrate that you have something more than others have, which is dangerous. This whole climate change, multiple other destructions, extremely destruction-based wealth. Hinduism is absolutely non-violent. Understand, in Hindu tradition, a river is a living entity. Everything is a living entity. As long as the Hindu ecosystem was alive, no one will do 1, 2, 3 inside a river. It's a living mother. Because the respect for the Hindu ecosystem is gone. Once the Gurukuls have gone, Hindu ecosystem, Hindu education system is gone. So naturally you can do everything, 1, 2, 3, everything in river. As long as Hindu ecosystem was alive, no one will dare to do 1, 2, 3 inside the river. It is crime. It is crime. Elaborately described even in Kamikagama that you can't do 1, 2, 3 in a river or any water body, common water body. Anyhow, listen. I wanted to make you all understand the superconscious principles just by being followed makes you realize delusion is neither required nor exists. Liberation is natural flow of existence. I wanted all of you to read the correlations sent by Tamal Tarandas ji, which I already uploaded in Facebook page. Please read this. I wanted to explain more detailed, elaborate each point one by one. Now with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam, the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailas of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूतद्राविडवेदप्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगतमुक्तामयचतुरश्रयान् गीयमानछत्रचामर श्रीचिह्नकाहलादिसमस्तबिरदावल्यलङ्कृत ज्ञानविज्ञानचक्रवर्ती सर्वजनसङ्घसद्यो निर्वाणदीक्षाव्ययापवर्गवर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परमतकलभकेसरी शैवसिद्धान्तस्थापनाचार्य श्रीराजाधिराजपाण्ड्यमहाराजगुरु क्षपणशाक्यादिमहान्धकारनिवारणज्ञानभानु वीक्षणानर्हार्हध्वजोच्छेदनपूर्वक श्रीमद्वृषभध्वजस्थापक शैवसमयकर्त्रे सर्वज्ञपीठारूढ श्रीजगद्गुरु श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धदेशिकस्वामि वागीशसुन्दरमाणिक्यवाचकस्वामिनाम् अवतारभूत श्रीज्ञानसम्बन्धस्वामि पुनरुद्धृत श्यामलापीठ सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रिनवत्युत्तरद्विशततम गुरुमहासन्निधान अरुणगिरियोगीश्वर परम्परागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञपीठ गुरुमहासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत काञ्ची कैलास सर्वज्ञपीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तरद्विशततमगुरुमहासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्यमङ्गल नित्यकल्याण नित्यरजित कैलास परम्परागत आदिकैलास नित्यानन्दपीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठकर्तः साक्षात् श्रीपरमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परम्परागत वैवस्वतमनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चन्द्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचन्द्र शूरसेन इत्यादि अनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ति परम्परागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मण्डित चतुष्षष्टि सम्प्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्मशासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञपीठ सुराङ्गी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूडामणे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणिपीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामण्डलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव सिंहासनाभिषिक्त समस्त गणनायक श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त अटल पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटल पीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्गपुर स्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परम्परागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरो श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमत्परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानन्द प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमज्जगद्गुरु श्रीलश्री भगवच्छ्री नित्यानन्द परमशिव श्री ज्ञान सम्बन्ध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिन् अत्रागत्य परिपाल्य च अस्मान् विज्ञान वितरणेन विजयी भव जय जय।